all, this is JonesyBoy here, and I'm bringing you my review of the T500rs racing wheel. This racing wheel retails for $599.99 US dollars and $449.99 European dollars. It is compatible with the PlayStation 3, the PlayStation 4, and PC. Unfortunately, Xbox and Xbox One users, you are out of luck. This wheel is not natively compatible with those systems. The pedals do offer a GT/Rally or Formula 1 style setup. The pedals do come with a brake mod, which is kind of a rubber piece with a spring on it that you can put underneath the brake pedal to make it feel a little bit more stiff. Now, I end up not using this because I end up not liking it. The pedal faces are height, incline, and spacing adjustable. The really neat part about these pedals is you can use real aftermarket pedal faces to replace the current pedal faces on the pedal setup. It seemed like I was trying to see how many times I could say pedal in one little sentence there. The wheel face is 100% brushed metal, which actually gives it a great look. It has 11 buttons and an 8-way hat switch or directional pad. It has extremely strong belt-driven force feedback. And for those of you who don't know how belt-driven feels compared to gearing, it is a completely new world. The belt drive does allow for 0 dead zone on there, so it's very linear with the car itself within your sim or game that you're playing. This wheel does provide 1080 degrees of rotation and is adjustable all the way down to 40 degrees of rotation. It has 65,536 points along the steering axis, which allows the steering wheel to react to even the subtlest of movements. The wheel, when set underneath the 1080 degrees of rotation, does have a stiff motorized stopping mechanism. Now, I find myself being able to push past it with a little bit of force, but when you're driving in a race and you hit that end of the rotation, when you say get in a crash or anything like that, you definitely feel it. The wheel and pedal set does come with 2 different types of mounting hardware available. Now, you can mount the wheel to your desk with a clamp, or you can hard mount it to a sim rig with the M6 style screws. The pedal set also mounts with the same screws. I would definitely recommend hard mounting this wheel and pedal set, mainly because of how hefty the wheel is and how hard that force feedback is to get past. Now, if you're not using any force feedback, please feel free to mount it any way you please, but it's definitely my recommendation to hard mount the wheel to a sim racing rig. Now, to get to some of the pros and cons of the T500rs racing wheel. Some of the pros, I definitely do like the hard force feedback, the steering lock, as well as the feeling of the wheel, the heftiness of the wheel. It feels real. It definitely feels real. The pedals are adjustable, completely adjustable, and can switch between the GT Rally and F1 style. You can definitely replace the pedals with aftermarket pedal faces. Now, this could be a pro or a con. The paddle shifters are actually hard mounted and stay in one spot as you steer the wheel. They do not turn with the wheel. For this price, I would have definitely liked to see the wheel leather wrapped, but that's just my personal preference. I definitely suggest replacing the pedals as soon as you possibly can. Now, one last final con is that the wheel is not compatible with the Xbox 360 or Xbox One setup. Well, I think that just about does it for my T500rs racing wheel review. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.
Has 16.7 million display colors. The contrast ratio is 1000:1. It has a 1 millisecond response time G-Sync, nvidia 3D, a 5-way OSD navigation key. You have a option called Game Plus that gives you the ability to put crosshair and timer displays on the panel. It does have a red LED per normal ROG fare.